Well, hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 4 of Minnesota Taste Buds, and once again, we're going to be doing a brew or poo episode.
Brew.
Yep. Whole month already. It's pretty crazy. So, we're doing something that neither one of us have really liked doing or drinking for beers. IPAs. Been dreading this moment. We checked out a few. And I think we have 5 that we're going to be testing today.
Yeah, 5 IPAs. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
I think some of them are kind of lighter. Like, some of the IBUs, they didn't look that high. So, we'll see. That's the bitter. So, we'll see how they are.
Yep. So, without any further ado, we're going to jump right into this sucker. First beer we're trying tonight is called Foggy Geezer, an India Pale Ale. It's got a really cool can, so we're going to give her a shot. Well, here it is. Our first IPA, Foggy Geezer, Hazy India Pale Ale. Super fruity and dark War Pigs Hazy IPA forged in collaboration between Three Floyds and Mikkeller. Warpigs.com.
It's a cool can.
Yeah, it's a very cool can. War Pigs Brewing Company. I don't know exactly where that's from.
Where is it from? Say?
Verona, Wisconsin.
Okay, Wisconsin beer. Wisconsin makes lots of beer.
Yep. It doesn't tell me the alcohol by volume.
It's got to be on there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. But it has a really cool design. I don't know if you can really see from that far back there, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be in focus.
Yeah, right?
It might be. Should be.
Yeah. So, without any further ado, we're going to get her going.
Even the top is black.
Yeah, even the top. The whole can is black except for the writing.
I wonder how they did that. Maybe they make like...
Wow.
Definitely foggy.
It is foggy.
You just like smelled it.
Oh yeah, I smelled it. It smells like grapefruit juice.
You know what? This reminds me of that other grapefruit beer
Yeah.
we had the other day. It smells like that.
It's very hazy though.
Doesn't smell bad. It actually smells good.
No, it smells good. Just like
Hazy,
grapefruit
though.
juice.
It's like a yellow.
Yeah.
It's yellow, like the German flag.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here we go. I knew that flavor was coming. It's bitter. IPAs, they're bitter. Lots of them that I've ever tried are pretty bitter. But considering that this is an IPA, it's really not as bitter as most of the IPAs I've ever tried.
No, this is good. I can drink
This is actually good. I could drink it.
if you want like a little bit more of a kick.
It's got a fruity flavor to it.
Because I've kind of... I get what people say. Like, I've kind of started to like the bitterness a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I do like beers like Sam Adams or like Boston Lager where it's got a little bit of a bitterness to it, but it's not like overpowering. I don't feel like this is overpowering. You definitely do get it. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. After the first drink, though, it tastes even better.
Smooth.
It's fruity. It's very fruity.
Very
you can
fruity.
taste the hops in it. Floral flavor. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. I could drink this one. Especially like a hot summer day. This would be perfect.
Now, is this supposed to be grapefruit or just says super fruity?
Yeah, and dank. That's not bad at all.
B. Floyd's. It doesn't say the alcohol level.
No, it does not.
It's gotta say it on here somewhere.
Nope.
It's probably like, what, 5%?
It's got to be more than that. I'm gonna say probably 6 something.
Probably 6.
Yeah, it's pretty refreshing. It's got that bitter. It's got a bitter flavor to it though. After you swallow and let it sit in your mouth, but it's good.
What did it smell like to you?
It smells like grapefruit juice. Like straight up grapefruit juice. Like if I was to squeeze a grapefruit into some beer, like a whole grapefruit into a can of beer, and let it sit, and then let it kind of mix together, and then I drink it. That's what it tastes like to me.
All right.
This would actually be good with like a little salted rim.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like a margarita.
Like you have this like, for some reason I want to say like, you know when you have like bread that you like put stuff on, like toasted, what they do at like Italian places or something.
Oh yeah.
For some reason I feel like I could drink this beer with something like that.
Yeah.
Some kind of other like bread or something salty, too. That would work.
Yeah. But alright, we're going to give our next review on our next beer, so we'll see you guys in just a second. Our next beer is the Elysian Space Dust IPA. It's got a cool little logo on it in a bottle. Elysian Brewing Company. Here we go. Our second IPA of the night, the Elysian Space Dust IPA.
Where's that out of? Is it another Wisconsin beer? It kind of looks like something that would come out of Colorado.
Says brewed and bottled by Elysian Brewing Company, Incorporated, Seattle, Washington, and Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh, so it's a collaboration?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably brewed somewhere and bottled somewhere else.
Oh, so it's like brewed in Seattle and bottled.
Brewed and bottled by Elysian Brewing Company, Incorporated, in Seattle, Washington, and Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh, so it could be from Colorado, Seattle. We haven't had any Seattle. I don't think we've had anything Washington. From Seattle.
Nope. It says Space Dust IPA. The hopping is pure Star Glow energy with Chinook to bitter and late and dry additions of Citra and Amarillo. Alcohol 8.2% by volume.
Okay.
So it's going to be strong.
I like the logo.
Yeah, the logo's really cool. It's a hop blowing space dust.
I think this is going to be more bitter.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 types of hops or something in there. There's like 3 types of hops. Color is...
very golden.
So it's a little
almost looks like pee-pee.
Doesn't most beer?
Ooh, I like that smell. I like that smell. It smells like weed.
Oh my god, it does, yes.
It smells like weed.
It does.
It smells like some dank.
But that's probably just because I think they had like 3 kinds of hops in here.
Yeah. Chinook, Amarillo, and some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
Citra.
It's definitely not foggy like last one.
Nope, it's more clear.
You can't see through it, but yeah.
Alright, well, here goes nothing.
Huh.
This one's very bitter to me. Sour.
I get very the bitterness. Full. I get a little bit of sourness. There was this weird flavor though.
Flowers.
And the first thing it made me think was like spacey. It was like this different kind of flavor.
Dandelions. Dandelion flavored water. With a little bit of fruitiness, but I don't like it, but
I'm trying to fight through the bitterness and the sourness to find a flavor in there because I know there's a flavor in here, but I'm trying to fight through that bitter and sour.
I can't tell what the flavor is either. To me, it just tastes like a very bitter sour beer. Yeah, it tastes like a very sour, bitter beer.
I did get a hint of something though. When the first sip
Orange?
I had, no.
Maybe a little tiny bit of orange.
The first drink I had off of it, I had, like, I don't know, I had this flavor. It was very, like, light and kind of in the back, but it hinted at me, and I was like, whoa, what was that? It was, like, kind of good, but the other stuff, you know, aside from the other stuff, there's some kind of, I think it might be a citrusy.
Yeah. See, I can taste the alcohol in this, though. I can actually taste the alcohol.
I can't really. Because I just get the bitter and the sour.
God, IPAs, man.
Pure Starglow energy. Well, Starglow energy I don't think is a taste, maybe. Unless you're supposed to drink this while you're also high.
Yeah, right? That's probably why they call it space
Colorado
dust.
And Washington.
That's why they call it space dust, because it smells like freaking weed, man.
Unless...
It tastes like a little bit, like maybe that's the taste I'm getting. It's a little bit like some fruity kush type bud.
Unless, is there an effect when you're high?
I don't smoke weed, by the way, but
I used to. When you're high and you drink beers, would it maybe taste different?
I don't know. Maybe it would taste better because it doesn't taste very good to me.
Yeah, Citra and Amarillo.
God, that's so bitter.
Chinook, Citra, and can't freaking speak.
Amarillo. Like Texas or something.
Yeah, Amarillo, Texas. I knew a girl who used to live there.
It's actually, as it's sitting in my mouth, it's getting more bitter.
I don't get that. It smells... I don't know. I don't mind the smell.
When I was a kid, I used to eat dandelions.
You said
and
that.
that's what it tastes like.
You said that in one of our past episodes. Dandelions. That seems to be a reoccurring.
I don't think I said it in one of the episodes. Yeah. I think I said it at work.
No.
Yeah, I said it at work. I don't know. Hey, if I said it on here, please correct me in the comments, or we'll just go back and watch the old videos. But it tastes like I ate a dandelion.
I don't know. I like the smell of it. But...
It smells good. If you're a pothead. If you're not a pothead, it still smells good. I mean, I'm not a pothead either. I used to smoke weed. Used to, full disclosure. But it smells like weed. Maybe if you were high or smoked weed, you would drink this and be like, yeah, that tastes pretty good. But usually when you do smoke, or if you do smoke, it makes things taste better or it makes things taste worse. Who knows? But I think we should probably move on to our next one because, I need something else.
All right.
So we'll be back in just a second. All right, next beer we're bringing to you guys is called Trollway from the Insight Brewing Company. Citrus India Pale Ale. Really cool design. Well, we're back with their next beer called Trollway. Citrus India Pale Ale. Drafted by Insight Brewing. All right. It says that this is crafted and canned by Insight Brewing out of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, it's a Minneapolis beer.
It's a Minneapolis, Minnesota beer.
I don't know if we've had like an actual from Minneapolis.
No. The St. Gale was from Lakes and Legends.
St. Paul, though.
Was it St. Paul?
Yeah,
I thought it was Minneapolis.
No, St. Paul.
The Twin Cities.
Yeah.
All right, it says alcohol is 7.0% by volume.
Okay, even number?
Yep. Well. Okay, an obstruction on the Trollway, riddling trestle, Hjartbaro, whatever, Denmark. His prodigious schnoz had detected the ale's tropical peachy grapefruity bouquet from beneath the bridge, and with a lumbering grunt, he heaved himself over the railing to block my path, having previously survived the notoriously aggressive quiz mastery of his ilk. I steeled myself for the riddles 3. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Is that a riddle?
It's got to be some sort of riddle. But we're going to get right into this one.
Yeah. I like the can. An obstruction on the Trollway.
Yep.
So, like, the troll's coming through.
You do the honors on this one.
The troll's coming through and you're obstructing it?
With some ale. Pale ale. Who knows?
It is an Indian Pale Ale.
Yep.
We craft legends.
Every one that we are doing is an Indian Pale Ale today.
Yep. All IPAs. Should I tell the story behind IPAs?
Yes. While I'm pouring, you should tell the story behind IPAs so people understand where they actually come from.
Well, let's talk about the color quick here.
Golden.
There's some stuff in there.
And it has
there's some
sediment.
floaties. Yep,
there is sediment in this. There's actually stuff floating around.
But that's not bad either.
I'm going to see if maybe I can bring it up.
It has some head on there.
Yeah, the way you poured it, it does. But I don't know if you can really see it, but there is literal sediment floating around.
Here we go. Yep, you can see it. All right.
Now that we've shown you the sediment floating around, we're going to tell you what it smells like.
Kind of similar to the last one, bitter and stuff.
I don't know. Doesn't have too much of a real smell to it, but it's chunky. There's like stuff floating around. All right, well, here we go.
Taste.
Ooh.
Some earthy.
Yeah.
Some earthy in there.
Yeah. It's really earthy. That one's very bitter.
I don't get a sour though.
No, it's bitter. Ugh.
Oh, but back to my story. Do you know where IPAs come from?
I have no idea, honestly.
So
I just drink it.
It's called Indian Pale Ale because the British, right? So they used to brew beer, and then when they were in India, you know.
Sorry, this one's bad.
So British used to, control India.
Yep.
And they used to ship beer down there. Well, by the time it got down there, it wasn't good.
Okay.
So they found out if they put more hops into their beer, which people do now anyways too, in most beers they put a little bit of hops because it helps preserve the beer. So it helped preserve the beer, making it hoppier. So by the time that they shipped it, I don't know how long does it take to sail from the UK down to India?
Well, back then probably
Did they go
months.
Did they go all the way around Africa, or did they go through the Mediterranean? Because there's a little canal.
Yeah, no, that's geography for anybody that's wondering. I didn't really do too much geography.
Yeah.
I passed all my classes.
But anyways,
yeah.
They made it real bitter, so by the time that it made it down to India, it would still taste the same as it did back home.
Okay.
So it was the ales, that's pale ale, which is what they originally used to make before they made Budweisers and all that blew up in, the whole baby boomer generation.
Yeah. Mass producing.
Yeah. So that's my thing too, is it's weird because now people, they drink IPAs, but they drink it, fresh.
Yeah, so it's going to be more bitter.
Yeah. Because I don't know, though, when they shipped it and over all those months, maybe it became less bitter. Usually some beers, they usually age well, so they become smoother.
I just can't get over the stuff that's floating around in here. I mean, you can see it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Heck, though, even my beer is a little clearer than this, but...
Yeah.
But I think they wanted that. I'm going to assume that they wanted that in this.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really having a hard time wanting to drink any more of this one.
You don't have to.
But I'm going to, because like I said earlier in the other episodes, I don't really believe in wasting. But this one's...
I want to try and find the flavors.
Still, nothing is as bad as the Black Ale or the Pilsner Lager from Bent Paddle. Sorry, Bent Paddle. I'm sorry. We were debating on whether or not we were going to get a Bent Paddle India Pale Ale, too. And I just kind of steered away from it, because this week I picked. And I was like, you know what, Bent Paddle, no, we're going to find something else. Because I don't want to go through that debauchery ever again.
There's supposed to be citrus in here. I get something citrus.
I just get, almost... really skunky, sour flower.
Yeah, it's skunky, if you've ever had was it Stella?
Stella's not very skunky. I would say more like Old Milwaukee is pretty skunky.
I'm pretty sure Stella's skunky.
That stuff's crisp. I like Stella. Stella Artois. That's good beer.
Yeah, it's in the green bottle. It has a fancy wrapping on the top. That's got a skunkiness to it. It's weird for it to be skunky, though, when it's in a can, because usually you get skunky out of a beer.
Yeah, a bottle.
If you leave a beer out in the sun, it takes, it doesn't take long. It's 30 seconds.
Yeah. And
it can change the flavor of beer.
Right. All right, well, you should get that down so we can move on to our next one so I can get this out of my mouth. I don't want to taste that flavor anymore. Really...
That's what she said.
If that was real beer in that mug, I would drink it right now because I got to get that stuff out of there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
All right.
Sorry, Minnesota, you didn't do very well on this one. That's my least favorite so far.
I don't hate it.
I don't like it.
Okay.
All right, the next one we're bringing to you guys is Dogfish Head Indian Brown Dark IPA. Kind of excited for this one. All right, well, we're back with our next IPA, Dogfish Head Indian Brown Dark IPA. Our boisterous brown ale meets well-hopped IPA is brewed with aromatic dark malt, organic brown sugar, and dry hopped liberally for your pleasure. 7.2% alcohol by volume. If you haven't noticed, IPAs tend to have a higher alcohol content.
Yeah, they do. They usually do.
So I'm starting to feel it a little bit. Yes.
Not as high as that freaking Polish porter, though.
Yeah, that Polish porter really got us. All right, and this one is out of...
Is it Maryland? Massachusetts? I believe?
Milton, Delaware.
Oh,
We're going from the East Coast to the West Coast. Or West Coast to the East Coast.
So Delaware.
Reverse that. Whatever. All right.
All right.
I'm kind of excited. It's got a cool little label to it. It's very simple.
You like fish.
And I love fishing. Because fishing is fun. It's very relaxing.
Jeff's a big fisherman. Jeez. Woo.
Yeah. I like the top on it. It looks like a wiener. Wait, that sounded really bad. Well, but yeah, anyway, here we go. It's dark. That's not that dark.
It's darker than the last one.
It is darker than the last one, but there is no sediment in this one.
I'm just going to pour this all really strong in here.
There you go.
Get a little bit of head.
Ooh, that smells dark. It smells roasty and toasty.
Roasty and toasty.
Roasty.
Ooh, I got a lot more head on mine, so we'll see how that works out.
It smells a little bit like a...
I get that brown...
The coffee brown flavor smell.
Well, I don't get coffee. Just that brown. There's like an amber brown.
Yeah,
flavor.
amber. Yep.
Like the beer I brewed was like a
kind of smells
beer,
like this.
Brown beer.
All right. Well, here
There's
we go.
Fruity too.
Yeah, a little fruity, but here we go.
Ooh. Interesting.
That's good. That does not taste like an IPA at all. I'm not getting any bitterness. That's good. That is good.
Yeah, I'm not getting any bitterness.
That is really... Wow.
Flavors, though.
God, that's got good flavor.
Okay, can I say, though, the first sip I had, I thought wet dog.
Right?
I don't know why.
That's good. I'm pleasantly surprised by this beer. This is good.
Do more Dogfish Head. I think
More Dogfish Head. This is good.
They make
for an
beers.
IPA. I can drink. This is my favorite so far. This is my favorite right now, right here, right now. This is my favorite. Sorry, even before we get to the end about mugs, I'm giving this one a 4. Yep.
We both had a.
I like that one.
He's going back for second.
I like that one. Delaware, you did this right. You guys have known about IPAs probably longer than any of the rest of the country, so you know how to do it. This is good. This is really good.
You know what this means, folks?
I'm excited.
Well, next week, it's going to be my pick, but the week after, it's probably going to be a bunch of Dogfish Head beers.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that far, but this is real. This is... I can drink this. I can really seriously drink this. This is really good.
Yeah, so you can say, hey, there's an IPA a dark IPA. So I don't know, maybe it's different. Because I feel it's kind of like that dark, that dark beer flavor I was talking about in our last episode.
Yeah.
I feel like that covers up a little bit of that harsh bitterness when you have a darker beer. The bitterness isn't so harsh.
It's not as harsh. No, it definitely is not as harsh. And since we've been doing these craft beers, I've noticed that my flavor palette or whatever is opened up big time. Like, I've realized that Bud Light and all those, they taste like crap compared to any of these beers that we had, because all the stuff that we're doing is craft, and it has way more flavor. If you want flavor, try these craft beers from just regular, some off the non-name brand brewing companies, because you get so much more flavor for what you're drinking. Yeah. Whether it be more bitter, whether it be more fruity, whether it be more malty, whether it be more hoppy, you get so much more flavor. And I'm like really stoked right now because that is really freaking good.
Yeah, and try if you have local breweries.
Yeah, try your local.
Yeah, you should really check them out and give them support too.
Because they're just trying to make it. They're a small fish swimming in a big pond.
Well, Dogfish is pretty big. But yeah,
yeah, Dogfish Head.
Yeah, I mean they do. Dogfish Head does. I actually, this is the first Dogfish Head I've had, but I've seen a lot of videos about them, and they do a lot of random beers. They just try random crap.
Right. I'm really excited about this one, and I like it. I do. I like it a lot for darker beer and an IPA. Definitely for an IPA, this one takes the cake so far. I don't know if we even need to do the rest of the other ones.
Brown sugar.
We're going to
dry hop. Did you get brown sugar?
Yeah, well, honestly, just a little bit. I think that's that dark. I don't know how to explain it, but I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get it. It's when you swallow it and it kind of sits there.
It's that kind of darker, but it's like you don't want to say it's not a dark beer flavor.
Yeah.
It's not a light beer. It's like brown sugar.
It cuts out the bitter. I think
it
cuts out that bitterness, but it's good. It's very good. But we're going to be back in just a second for the last. Well, wait, is this our last one already?
I believe so.
I think this is our last one. So we'll be back in just a second with our, I think, final beer. All right, and our final beer for the night is Deschutes Fresh Haze India Pale Ale. It's a cool can. Love the colors. All right, well, we're back with our very last beer for the evening. Boom, Deschutes. Fresh Haze, and I'm feeling good. I'm okay. I feel a little buzzed up here. I'm excited from that last one. But this color just reminds me of joy. And
orange and red.
Orange and red. Summer. But it's a Fresh Haze India Pale Ale. Alcohol by volume is 6.5%. IBUs are 45. Profile says, a hazy twist on your main squeeze. This juice bomb explodes with notes of orange citrus sweetness and a soft malt body. We're going back to the West Coast. Bend, Oregon. Deschutes Brewery.
Ooh, Oregon.
Which Deschutes is actually known for their schnapps. Like their butterscotch, schnapps. Yeah.
Alright, so Oregon. I don't think we've done anything from Oregon.
I don't think so. Well, without further ado.
I know it says citrusy, so I feel like I already know it's going to be citrusy. But hopefully it's different from the grapefruit. You know what I mean? The grapefruit one we did. I hope it's different.
Yeah. It's hazy. I can see where they say fresh haze, I think they said. Fresh haze, yeah.
Yeah, but it's clear. There's nothing floating around.
Yeah, there's no sediment.
Yeah, there's nothing floating around.
It smells okay. It smells like an IPA.
Oh, wait.
You can smell the citrus.
No,
Orange.
What's that candy? It's like an orange candy. Like a hard orange candy.
Like a Jolly Rancher?
No, they don't have orange.
Yeah, they do. In the tropical. Yeah. I don't know. Smells good. I'm going to try it. It's not bitter.
Alright, try it.
It's not bitter. That tastes more like beer.
It's more like beer.
Citrusy beer.
There is a citrus. The weird thing is usually with these beers you get the citrusy flavor first. This one I got beer flavor first and then citrus.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. I don't mind that.
Yep.
It's different.
Beer,
I don't know how.
And then there's the citrus. Yeah.
I don't know how they did that.
I don't know either, but it's good. I can drink this one too. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm surprised right now because I don't like IPAs, but so far out of all of them that we tried, I think there's 3 of them that I actually kind of enjoy. This is one of them. That foggy geezer. I keep burping.
Yeah.
Foggy geezer is good too.
Yeah.
And then the last one we tried is really good. And then this one is good too.
I think that's the thing is I think people maybe are afraid of IPAs because they think they're going to be super bitter.
Yeah.
Which some of them are, but nowadays you have to understand they have double IPAs. They even have triple IPAs.
Yeah.
Those are like super bitter. Like people are trying to push 100 and something IBUs. Like,
yeah, you don't need that.
Well, there's a point where you can't even taste it anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's after.
You might as well just take a hop and shove it in your mouth and start chewing on it.
It's like a little bit after like 100, you can't even taste the bitterness anymore. So it's just going to be whatever at that point it is.
Yeah, this is pretty tasty. The can definitely signifies the color and the flavor.
Yeah, it kind of matches because it's kind of like a orangish, reddish. It is like a.
I just like that I get the beer flavor. I don't like the beer flavors. And this is one gives me that beer flavor, but it gives me the citrus too. And there's the hoppiness, but it's not like it's super floral. It's smooth. It's crisp. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, floral kind of. But it's not like in your face.
But with all these IPAs, I can't see myself having more than 2. Maybe 3 at the most. Some of them I can't even see myself having 1.
Maybe after 3, though, you wouldn't even notice.
After 3, I wouldn't even notice the other ones.
That's the other thing, too. It's just weird when you drink beer sometimes, like, as you drink a couple of them, some of those more, like, bitter flavors kind of start to go away.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what happens, too, like, where I think if we start drinking more, like, IPA-type beers, we may be able to pick more flavors out. Like that Stardust one.
Yeah.
Was it Stardust?
Yeah.
I feel like there is a flavor in that one. There's something in there, but
we just can't pinpoint it.
I can't get through the bitter and the sourness.
Yeah.
But maybe one day.
Yeah. Definitely.
We'll probably start doing episodes where we like go back to our first beers.
Yeah, we might.
Like way in the future.
Yeah, well, we're gonna eventually do an overall what we think is the best beer that we've tried, stuff like that. But I just really enjoy doing this. This is fun. because it's really opening me up. Because I'm tired of trying all the. I mean, some of you people out there are probably thinking the same thing as me. Is, I'm always going when you go to the liquor store. First thing you pick up is you pick up your Millers or your MGDs or your Michelobes, your Buds, and stuff like that, and you're like, you know what? It's the same thing all the time. I want something, even Grain Belt. You want something with more flavor. That's one of the reasons we're doing this, is because we're letting you know things that you can try that you can be like, hey, these guys tried this. They said it was good. Let's try it out. Oh, I do like it, or oh, I don't like it. Let us know if you have. You know what? Honestly, let us know if you've tried any of these that we have done so far out of all of our episodes, and let us know if you've tried them after you've watched our episode or even before, and say, hey, you know what, you're right, that one's good or that one's bad, because some feedback would be really greatly appreciated.
Yeah. No, I just like it because it's like we started doing these videos, and it's kind of like if people start watching them, it's kind of like our journey to expanding our beer like flavoring. Like we like me and you probably we just get like Bud Light or Bud Light Platinum
or Grain Belt,
like we just. Or Budweiser, I get Coors, Miller Lite. Like, I used to just buy the standard stuff. And then I was like, one day I was in the liquor store and I'm like, I'm going to try something different. Yeah. And then we had this idea. So we're just like, we're filming, we're going to have like documentation of our, we're trying to expand and try like these different breweries and stuff. Yeah. And I'm really enjoying it.
I am too. I mean, it's kind of nice to get a real flavor out of a beer other than just barley, hops, and water. The citrus, the malty darkness.
I mean, let's be honest. Out of normal beers, I mean, do you get a flavor really?
You really don't.
You just get beer.
You get beer.
It's clear. You get the same thing every time. Yep. Sure. Like, you know what you're buying. I mean, that's good for some people. I understand. Mm-hmm. But if you really are getting into beer and stuff, like, and you want some different flavors, like, just, pick something up. You see something, catch your eye, pick it up. Yeah, that's what I did.
Just because there's a cool can doesn't mean you should get it. But
yeah, there's some that are really graphic it out. Sometimes the most simple can
is the best.
Yeah.
I mean, so far out of all the beers that we've tried, I have personally gone out and I have bought a few of these. I've bought the German Ripple out of Beaver Island Brewing Company, the German Ale, which was really good. I've bought the Castle Danger Cream Ale. I've bought the St. Gale's Honey Raspberry Ale. And I've enjoyed every single one of them. But I might be buying some different types since then. I might be trying that milk stout that we tried from last week. I might be buying some of this or that last one that we just tried. I could see myself buying some of these just for something different.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand, out of all these liquor stores, you have so many different options that you can try. Why confine yourself to one type of beer or 2 or 3 types of the mainstream? Oh, this is what my boyfriend gets. This is what my girlfriend gets. This is what my buddy gets. This, you know what? Why don't you show up at a party with something like, oh no! You know what? Why don't you show up at a party with something like that? Which, hang on just a second. I should pick that up before it spills everywhere. Which there wasn't much left in it. You know what? We're gonna save that.
That's gonna go in the bloopers. That's going straight in the bloopers.
That's gonna go in the bloopers. Okay, why don't you buy yourself something and be like, hey, we're buying something different. We're trying something different. You know what? Let's just leave it in. Let them see, because you know what? This is awesome. I'm enjoying myself, and
yeah. I mean, we could talk more on that. Like, I have some comments on that, but that would be more like a podcast thing, which we've thought about doing.
Yes.
Maybe you guys would like.
Yeah, if you guys would like us to do a podcast, we are seriously thinking about trying this and doing this. So if you would like us to do a podcast, why don't you leave a comment?
Yeah. Because we want to make... These are supposed to be shorter videos, but we would like to talk more and just chill and drink and like talk about beer and all that.
Yeah.
So if you think that'd be a good idea, tell us what you think.
I can't believe I just not dropped the freaking can on the floor.
At least there isn't that much in there.
Yeah, there's not much in there. Okay. So that's all good.
Should we go to our final review?
We are going to go to our final review. All right. here we are. We're back with our final reviews and final thoughts on all these beers. I'm going to start off here with saying my favorite out of all these beers that I have tried tonight. Nope. The Indian Brown Dark IPA Dogfish Head. I'm giving 4 out of 5 stars, or 4 out of 5 mugs. Sorry. I love that one. It's dark. It's good. It's not bitter. It's just delicious. I really like that one. All right, Evan, what is your favorite?
Well, what's your next lineup then?
Okay, we're going to go down on my lineup.
Just go down.
Okay, the second one is the Deschutes Fresh Haze India Pale Ale. I'm going to give that one a 3. After that, the Foggy Geezer. I'm going to give that one also a 3 because I can drink it. It's good. It's a little bitter, but it's good. I like the fruitiness in it. It takes away from the bitterness. The next one after that is exactly how it's lined up. The Troll Way.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you hated that one more.
No, I actually like that one a little bit more than the Space Dust.
Okay.
So these two, I'm going to give them 1s, 3, 3, 4.
Okay.
1 mug. These two, 1 mug. 3 mugs. 4 mugs out of 5.
And which one is your poo?
The poo.
Stardust.
I don't like that one as much as I like. I mean, these two are tied.
So Dogfish Head is your brew.
My brew.
For this week.
Yep.
And Stardust
is my poo.
Okay. Mine is a little different.
Well, actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Yep, this one. That one wins for bad. That's the worst. These are very similar. They taste almost identical. But this one's a little bit more sour, more bitter, and I don't like the flavor as much.
I think you just don't like sour.
Yeah, I don't like bitter.
But as all beer experts have said, you will come around to sour beers.
I don't think so.
That's what they say. That's what all the experts, they'll say. You'll come back to Pilsner, like Pilsner lagers, like Ben Paddle. Eventually, you'll like it.
There's nothing.
It's so weird, but they say that.
There's nothing. There's nothing that would bring me back to the Bent Paddle Pilsner lager or the black ale.
Okay, guys, in a year, when all of a sudden Jeff likes Pilsner lagers, you can link him back to this video.
Yeah, you can bash me.
Okay, but anyways, mine. Oh, mine's weird. Okay, so I actually really like the Foggy Geezer.
Okay.
It's kind of like that, what is it, Soho grapefruit, but it has a little bit of bitter, and I actually prefer that because the Soho, it's a different beer. I don't think we reviewed it.
We haven't reviewed that yet, but we will.
No. Yeah, maybe one day. But I kind of like a little bit of bitter. Like the Soho was almost, it was good, but I want a little bit of that bitterness. So this is my brew. Which would be my second? It's between these two.
So out of 5?
4.
4 out of 5?
Yeah, okay. 4 out of 5. These are really close for me. I like both of them. I think I'm going to go with the Indian Brown Dark IPA. Indian Brown Dark IPA. And then
the Deschutes.
Deschutes, yep. For my worst one, I'm going to do the Troll Way. That is my poo. This one's in the middle. I feel like I had a really good flavor out of this one, but I was trying to fight through the bitter and the sourness, and I couldn't find it. I got it a little bit off my first sip, and then I just couldn't find it again. I feel like I might come back to this after my palates expand a little bit more, because there's something in here
that we just.
I know you thought this was like the worst one, but I feel like event at some point, maybe I don't know when it's gonna be. We should come back and try this again because I there's some flavor in there, and it was like really good for like a second.
Right.
I was like, holy crap, what is that? This one is just, I don't know. It's bitter, which I don't mind the bitterness, but I'm not getting any flavors out of it.
Yeah. That's where I was torn between those two.
Mm-hmm. But
that's why I had to try it again.
Yeah, that's my lineup.
Okay. Well, I think there you have it. So you give this one a 1.
Yeah, that's a 1.
1, a 2.
2.
A 3.
3.
A 3.
And 3.
And then a 4.
Yep.
Okay. So there you have it. We have given our final reviews, and yeah. Hopefully I won't knock any more cans on the floor when we're cleaning this stuff up. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I don't know about you, Evan.
Oh, good. So we'll see you guys next week. It's going to be my pick because we're kind of doing an alternating where I pick beers and Jeff pick beers. So next week, my plan is a little bit of Asian influence.
The Asian persuasion.
Yeah. It is going to be beer.
It's going to be beer.
Not sake.
Okay.
But there will be an episode of Jeff doing sake one of these days.
Yeah. And we're actually talking in talks of doing something a little bit different here. It's called JD Eats segment.
Yeah,
I'm going to be trying snacks from all around the world.
Yeah, we're going to have another show on the channel. It'll be a separate playlist, but it's just going to be of JD here trying snacks or foods, you know.
I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be different. So we just want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching, and as always, remember to drink responsibly because we try. Except for tonight, I kind of responsibly knocked a can on the floor, which is not my proudest moment. But all of you that watching, Wayne.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Wayne Ward.
Wayne Ward.
Wayne Ward from work. I asked him
Finger
today
guns.
if he drinks any IPAs, and he goes, no. And
You
know
might
what?
like some of these.
I'm telling you right now, Wayne, if you're watching, dude, you need to try some of these. These 3 right here, give one of them a shot, because you will be pleasantly surprised. Don't drink those 2, though, because you won't like them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. So, thank you once again, and tune in for us again next week.
Next week?
On some Asian persuasion.
All right, guys.
Beers. So
Thank
we'll
you.
see you later. You guys have a good night.